Excited to get my hands on this. There she is, the Canik TTI Combat. The case that it came with is near Pelican level construction. This is a very, very solid case. Probably cost you $100 on its own if you were just buying this case to carry this in. This is also a collaboration between Taryn Butler over at TTI Combat, or TTI Tactical, and Canik, and this is the first collaboration between these two. So without further ado, well, a little bit more ado. So here's the manual, typical run-of-the-mill stuff that any handgun you buy, regardless of who the manufacturer is, comes with. Without further ado, there she is, and all of her glory. Guys, this is just a beautiful, beautiful firearm. Get you a little bit closer look of it. Obviously, we'll go through this review, we'll dig into it a little bit more, but that is what she looks like. That is the TTI Combat. I'm sure you guys have probably watched some other videos, some other reviews on it, but there she is in all of its glory. Now we're gonna yank her out of the way and put her to the side. There she is. Good looking pistol. And take a look at what else comes here in this box. So some of the packages come out with the optic already, and it's just a little cutout for the optic if you want to put it there. Mine did not. You got several different optic plates here that it came with, depending on obviously which optic you purchase. And this is pretty cool. This is actually a little tool kit here. You can open this up from the bottom, and you got some tools inside, and you can put the tools there, like an Allen wrench, turn it. So that's pretty cool. All the Caniks are coming with that. And here is an additional magazine. I believe these are all, 18+1 aluminum on the bottom there. Take this top layer out. Sorry, I'm working with one hand here. You got your cleaning tools here. You got a punch here. What else we got in here? I'll talk about the holster here in a second. You got this spring. Now this is pretty cool as well. This Canik comes with an additional spring that you can change out. I already changed out the spring. It's a recoil spring. Depending on whether you want to shoot, heavier ammo, 147 grain. This is a 9mm, or you want to shoot, lighter ammo, 115 grain, etc. Like I said, I already changed the spring out on mine. Just got a lock here, speed loader. What else we got here? This is pretty cool as well. So this is a little commemorative coin, if you will. I've seen these going for $200 or $300 online right now. So probably be worth a lot one day. I'll hold on to it. But again, it's a little commemorative coin that came with it. And you got this holster that came with it as well. This is a very, very high quality holster as well. Haven't used it yet. I did slide the gun in and out a few times just to see how it went in and out. It's got a little retention knob right here where you can adjust that as well. Let's take a look at the actual pistol itself. Now, talk through some of the things that comes with the pistol, and then we'll compare it to some of the other Caniks, and I'll show you some of the differences between them. So we'll go, I guess, start from the bottom here or the back. This grip is very, very textured and aggressive. A lot more than the other Caniks before, and I'll kind of show you some of those differences. And all of these, probably can't see it here, but all of these are little pyramids. Very aggressive all the way around the grip. The bottom is beveled, so it's actually beveled there on the bottom when you drop the mag. Even the mag drop is got some aggressive grip on it. The slide hold here has got some aggressive serrations. You got more serrations here on the slide than you typically have, and I'll show you that again when I compare it to the other Caniks. And if you look on the back side, you can actually see there's some paint, some accent black paint on the back side of it. So they spared no level of detail here on this firearm. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful firearm. The sights, you got co-witness sights here. You can see right there where you can take that plate off and put an optic on, but you still be able to keep the rear sight. You can see the front is a fiber optic rod that's a lot bigger, longer than other Caniks. And now we got it open, and you can actually see that the barrel is fluted. It's a 4.6-inch barrel. And I think one of the biggest changes, or I know, on this firearm than the other Caniks is the compensator. This compensator here on front has a quick detach compensator, and Canik is saying right now, and I haven't got a chance to get out and shoot this thing yet as of doing this portion of the review, it's supposed to help with the muzzle rise for about 27%. So I mean, that's over a quarter, and that would be significant. So I'll get it out and I'll compare it to the TP9 Elite SC and my TP9 SFX and actually see how much that compensator helps. But like I said, Canik is alleging 27%, and that'd be a big help with helping muzzle rise. One other thing that I want to point out here is the trigger. All the Canik triggers have been very good right out of the box. This one is no exception, but I want you to pay attention to how much take up you have there, actually how little take up you have there. And when you get right to 90, you get a nice clean break. That's just an amazing trigger right out of the box on this TTI Canik. Get a little bit closer. See, there's the wall. Right at 90, you get a nice crisp break there. And here's a look at all three of my Canik pistols. And I just want to go over a couple of the differences between the three, especially with the new TTI Combat, some of the upgrades. So we already talked about the compensator. You can see these two don't have a compensator on them. And that's probably the biggest difference. You also have the fluted barrel, which these two don't have fluted barrels. You can see here looking at the grip texturing. So if you look at the grip texturing here and here, you do have a bunch of grip texturing, but you got a lot more on the TTI Combat. And the bevel here on the mag wheel, you don't have on either of these other two. Another difference is the trigger. You can see how these triggers are curved, and you got a flat face trigger here on the TTI Combat. That's another big difference. The slide hold here is also serrated, which it's ambi on both of these two. It is not ambi here on this one, but you can still see here, even on this side, it's not as long and it's not serrated the way it is on the TTI Combat. Another one of the differences here is you look at the fiber optic sight, you see how small that one is on the front of that, and how this one looks. It's not even a rod in the design and fashion the way this one is on the TTI Combat. So that's just some of the differences there. I'll let you see the difference in the triggers on these. All right, first we'll grab the TP9 Elite SC. And let's see how much take up we have. And trigger. Still got a little take up there, so you can see how much slop or slack you have in that trigger. And this is still a really good trigger. And let's look at this one, the TP9 SFX. There's your take up, the travel distance. And then lastly, the TTI Combat. Here's your take up. You can already see we've already hit the wall. Just not a lot of room there, not a lot of travel space. And then right at 90, we get the nice clean break. Now I think we should get her back out there on the range and run her some more.